Good morning, everyone. My name is Aruni Batta. I am an assistant professor at CGC Landra. Today, the topic for discussion is marketing analytics, which is very upcoming field in the marketing as well as business analytics. So we will be discussing about marketing analytics, its scope, and the future ahead. So, as we all know that marketing plays a very important part in each and every company and organization. So, therefore, its analysis is also very important because if the marketing analytics is correct, the businesses can predict what could be the future sales and how their organizations can turn more profit and can use it effectively. So, whenever a marketing campaign is run, its performance can be tracked with the help of marketing analytics. Because marketing is that part of the business which actually proceed with the main operations like lead generations, conversions, sales, and profits. All these things are the one which is actually the money making of the organizations, because if the leads are being generated, the sales would turn out, which will be earning a revenue for the organization. So as per the report of Convince and Convert, around 44% of the chief marketing officials say that they prefer measuring their return of investment with the help of analytics. So, with marketing as an important function to facilitate all the business operations across all the organizations, it becomes very important to analyze the performance with the help of marketing analytics. So before moving ahead, let's have a look at the few problems which marketing analytics can solve for the marketers or the business owners for the organizations. So first of all, we will be checking at that what are the various marketing activities are being performed in a business operations. First of all, as we all know that with the help of the various marketing activities, could be your sales campaign, could be your promotional advertisement. These are the few of the marketing activities which each and every organization is performing, and on which channel this particular advertising is running, whether it has garnered enough eyeballs for that particular advertisement. Moving ahead, first of all, we'll be looking at that which channels are hard to predict return and growth for. Like for which channels a marketing campaign should run, which efforts are experiencing the stable growth. Whatever marketing efforts which are being put up, for example, road shows, the advertisements on the television network, that whether these efforts are having a stable growth, whether they are getting the good response or not, which channel returns the most feedback for us to act upon, that which website is useful for us so that we can accordingly react upon and make our future strategies, which channel is limited by the resources we have available, that certain channels are having the limited resources and we are not able to fulfill that particular promotional activity. So what could be the resources which can be utilized for? Which channels are least resource intensive but are ROI positive, which clearly says that if we are having the less resources but that particular channel is giving us the maximum return on investment, we can of course go in for that particular channels. Moving ahead, that which channels do I need better tracking on to understand their return? What are the various channels, which could be your websites, which could be your TV ads, which could be your newspapers, your traditional media. All these channels can be helpful to understand that whether I should go in for the website advertisement, whether I should go in for the newspaper advertisement. So these are the various channels which will be helping us to understand that whether we are going for the right kind of audiences for which our product is being made. Which efforts are seeing faster momentum in return? So what kind of efforts should be made so that the returns are good? Which channel returns the most engaged users? For example, if we talk of the various websites or the social media marketing channels, that which of the channel from social media marketing like Facebook, Twitter or Instagram, which are the users which are engaging with our product, that can be checked with the help of marketing analytics. Which channels might be a short-term loss but a long-term gain. So all these assessments could be done with the help of marketing analytics. Which channel returns the highest lifetime value customers? Lifetime value customers are those customers which are staying with us and are purchasing our things for a longer period of time. Those kind of customers are called as lifetime value customers. Which channels are affecting other channels' growth? Suppose if we are putting up an advertisement in the newspaper as well as in the social media marketing, doing social media marketing, so we need to understand that which channel is better, that we are getting the maximum growth or the customers from which particular channel. All these questions can be answered with the help of the marketing analytics activities. So, let's have a look at the definition of marketing analytics, which says it is the practice of managing and studying matrix data in order to determine the return of investment of marketing efforts like calls to action, like which channels, as we have discussed in the previous slide, that which actions that particular organization requires, and accordingly they are going to design their campaign for that. What could be the blog posts? How we are using the blogs to attract the customers? What is the channel performance? Which traditional channel we should go in for, or we should go in for the social media channels? This can be checked with the help of the channel performance. And thought leadership pieces, and to identify the opportunities for improvement. So which product should get into the market and which market, and whether that particular product need improvement, all this can be judged with the help of marketing analytics. So with the marketing analytics, we can track and report on business performance data, diagnostic matrix, and leading indicator matrix. So marketers will be able to provide the answers to the analytics questions which are most vital for their shareholders of the organizations. So this is a very basic definition of your marketing analytics. Moving ahead, we will be looking at that what are the three elements for a successful marketing analytics. Starting from the meaning of the marketing analytics, which says that we should be aligning the business goals of that particular organization with respect to the kind of analysis we are going to do. And accordingly, after understanding the business goals, then we can go ahead and check out the various strategies and what kind of strategic campaigns and what kind of new ways to attract the customers and new ideas and tactics can be used for attracting the customers, and strategies could be adopted for running the business successfully and earning the profits for the organization. Last but not the least, which is the major part which we are talking today, is your analysis. That is, we have to collect the relevant customer data according to the kind of market we are operating in, collect the marketing data, then we have to create the live dashboards so that we can also interact with the customers to get the live feedback or do the real-time analysis. Or do the real-time analysis and do the advanced analytics for the same. So these are the basic three elements for the successful marketing analytics campaign. Moving ahead, what is marketing analytics or the various tools of marketing analytics? It is basically an umbrella term which is being used to describe the process and technology involved in measuring the company's marketing activities. This we have already discussed in the prior slides as well. So over here, all in marketing analytics, data is playing as a key central role in the marketing analytics. So marketing data include, which is not just limited to particular these following things, but it is a vast data which can be utilized in an effective manner to check out that how the customers are responding to our products and who are the right set of customers for our product, and vis-a-vis how these things, which channel is helpful for getting the maximum eyeballs for our particular advertisements. For example, first is website analytics. The various websites, visits, traffic patterns, referral sources, bounce rate, etc. are helping us to understand the taste and preferences of our customers. That if we are visiting, for example, Myntra's homepage and we are just bouncing back from the homepage, it is called as your bounce rate. So we will be understanding the traffic patterns, that what kind of searches are being made on that particular Myntra site, so that website analytics can be tracked out. Moving ahead are your social media interactions. So as we all are aware of, and we are all having our accounts on your social media, that is related to your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. So how the users or the customers are engaging with a product through the social media is called as social media interactions. We have social engagements, how many number of followers are there for a particular website, what are the profile views, shares, and your DMs. All these things will be coming under your social media interactions. Finally come the online purchases and transactions, which actually goes for the how many leads are being generated through the website, how many signups or new accounts have been registered, and what are the sales which have been garnered with the help of your website analytics. Then comes your paid ad campaign matrix, which includes your ad views, clicks, CTR, CPM, CPC, conversions, conversion rate, cost per lead, and overall performance. So all these are the various metrics which can be used for analyzing the various website campaigns. Then comes your customer data. So with the help of all these things, we are also gathering the customer data. We are getting the feedback directly from the customer. How is his behavior? What kind of product he is searching on a particular website? And what is his purchase history? All this can be gathered with the help of your marketing analytics tools, and this is how the data is being gathered. So the people involved in measuring a company's marketing activities are basically using your technologies, softwares, which gathers your marketing data and finally collects it, provides the visualization to help them understand that which strategy or which tactics are working and how best is to optimize the marketing spend. Moving ahead, we will be looking at the different type of marketing analytics model. Starting from the first one is your descriptive analytics, which clearly says that whatever has happened around us, we are going to describe that. That is what is called as your descriptive analytics, which says what has happened. That is, we have to gather all kind of information which is happening in our organization. Moving ahead, we have diagnostic analytics, that if we are falling short of sales or maybe the kind of profits we have targeted the next year, why we are not able to complete that. That is what is called as your diagnostic analytics, that why these things have happened. So we need to understand the various reasons that why these things have occurred. Moving ahead, predictive analytics is what could happen. We are actually going to predict the future based on the kind of diagnosis we have made as well as the kind of data we have gathered in the descriptive analytics. We are going to predict the future trends for our particular products and whether they are being liked by the customers or not. Moving ahead, and the last one is your prescriptive analytics, which says how should you respond when it happens. This is basically called as the optimization technique. Basically choosing out the best plan which is available for the organization with respect to the kind of resources available with the organization, the kind of financial capital available with the organization. Keeping all these things in mind, we are going to respond in a certain manner, or the businesses are going to respond in a certain manner using the prescriptive analytics. So these are the basic 4 types of analytics model which can be used by the various business organizations for their advantage. Now, let's have a look at the importance of marketing analytics. It helps us in the product research. If a company is going to launch a new product in the market, whether that product is being accepted by the customers or not, that can be checked out with the help of your marketing analytics. How our competitor is performing in the market, whether they are getting more customers than us, then what are the strategies they have used. All this can be again tracked up with the help of marketing analytics. Moving ahead is predicting the future campaign results. As we have already seen in the last slide, that with the help of marketing analytics, we are going to predict the future trends. Similarly, what kind of products are being liked by what set of customers in which market, all this can be tracked down with the help of marketing analytics. Moving ahead, we are also gathering the customer information and gathering the data of the customers so that we can choose the right set of customer from that particular data, and we can accordingly promote our product to those set of customers. Moving ahead, we need to understand what could be the right channels, that which channels should be used for promoting our product, whether it is a traditional channel, which includes your print ads as well as your television ads, or maybe the modern marketing channels, which includes your websites, your blogs, your social media marketing channels. All these channels could be tracked up with the help of marketing analytics. Last but not the least is your customer support. So customer is also going to give you the real-time feedback at that very moment, that whether they have liked your product or not, and what is the kind of support when the organizations are looking out for new product, what kind of support they are looking from the customers. All these things can be done and performed with the help of your marketing analytics. That is why it is a very advantageous tools for all the organizations who are actually going in for earning the profits for their businesses. Continuing the same, as we have already seen and discussed, that marketing analytics is an umbrella term which is being used for, first of all, measuring the marketing return on investment, that whatever return on investment for a particular campaign has garnered. If we have run a campaign, what is the return on investment which can be measured, that how many customers have come out through that particular campaign. Moving ahead, pre and post campaign strategies. Before launching that campaign, what could be the strategies, and after the campaign has been launched, how many customers are satisfied after viewing our campaign. All these strategies can be analyzed with the help of your marketing analytics. Next one is your product design. As we have already seen that pre and post campaign strategy, if customers are facing certain problems in our product, the product design can also take place with the help of marketing analytics. That is, the amendments in the product can be done after getting the feedback from the customers, which can be done with the, again, help of marketing analytics. What could be the pricing strategy? What could be the right price for a particular product? That can be analyzed with the help of marketing analytics. And finally, reporting the intelligence. Reporting intelligence means that whatever tools or whatever channels we have used for promoting our product, which in what kind of market, which segment we have chosen, all these things can be reported with the help of your marketing analytics. So these are the few important tools for the marketing analytics. Moving ahead, these are few of the advantages for the organization, whichever organization is using the marketing analytics. First of all, it helps in driving the revenue for the organization. That is, it is acting as a profit center as well. It helps in saving the money for the organization, and it also helps in encouraging the experimentation, like checking out or making out a new product into the market and how that product is being accepted into the market. And it also sidesteps the politics. This clearly says that there are certain people in an organization which are actually doing the politics, but as this marketing analytics is based on the data, so the politics get sidestepped. So that is also one of the advantages of the using marketing analytics into the business, because everything is being data driven. You have a report for whatever profit or sales you are showing to your higher officials, and it also persuades the executives, which clearly says that it focused on the revenue impact from the marketing, and vis-a-vis that revenue is being shown to your various stakeholders which are investing in the organization, that whether that particular product, if you're going to launch a new product, that whether that particular product is being successful in the market or not. So these are few of the advantages if the companies are using the marketing analytics techniques. Now, let's discuss few of the organizations you already have heard of who have leveraged on the marketing analytics. So, Amazon Fresh, along with Whole Foods Market, have actually leveraged on the marketing analytics techniques to attract their customers for the grocery segment. These Amazon Fresh, together with Whole Foods, have actually done the analysis on their customers with the help of various softwares like Alexa, Echo, etc., which has helped them to understand what are the eating patterns of their customers. That what kind of customers are purchasing dairy or cheese products on a regular basis, and how many customers are using the frozen foods. All these things have been done with the help of your marketing analytics. Next example is the Netflix. We all check out the various movies and the various shows on Netflix. So Netflix has actually gathered the big data to understand their customer taste and preferences for a particular genre, which says few of the customers are liking the comedy shows and few of the customers are liking the horror shows. So according to their choices, they have customized the shows and they have used those shows and set it and showed it to their particular set of audiences. So that is how Amazon and Netflix are actually garnering the advantages of this particular marketing analytics technique, so that they can stay ahead in the competition. Moving ahead, what is the various scope of the marketing analytics? It helps in assessing the marketing campaigns. It also helps in doing the competitor assessment, that how our competitor is moving ahead from us or whether they are parallel with us. So it helps us in doing that how our competitor is doing better and why is it doing better. It helps us to understand what competitors are doing right, and if they are using certain channels, then what kind of channels these particular competitors are using. Moving ahead is assessing the company which has initiated the marketing campaign. It helps us to understand that organization, that if the marketing resource allocation is appropriate or not, whatever resources are being put up for running a campaign, whether those resources are fruitful or not, that can be judged with the help of marketing analytics. And also the campaigns can be personalized or customized according to the customer segment your product is going for. For example, there is a certain set of customers which are looking out for the luxurious products, and there are certain set of customers which are looking out for the basic things. So you can segment your campaigns according to their needs, tastes, and preferences. They also report the historic data. That is, based on the historic data, the future prediction can be made with the help of the marketing analytics. It also do the present day reporting, which says that client engagement numbers with the campaign happens almost real time when using marketing analytics tool. So present day reporting should be mostly centered around the client engagement. So whatever clients the organization is handling, understanding the needs of the clients and accordingly making the campaigns can be done with the help of your marketing analytics. Finally, reporting for the future, as we have already seen in the previous slides, which says that marketing analytics helps us to predict the future trends, understand the market for the future, and based on that, the reports can predict a company's marketing future by assessing that how today's data is being working and how it will work in the future if we are going to go in for a new campaign or for a new particular product. These are few of the future and upcoming trends in the marketing analytics. First is the rise of real-time marketing analytics, which says action reciprocations in real time is soaring trend induced by COVID. Business organizations and companies strive to revert back with the solutions to the customer queries in real time. As we have already gone through the era of COVID, we are facing a lot of problems because everything was under a lockdown. As everything was under a lockdown, the brick and mortar stores have been locked up. Because of this, the e-commerce industry has actually generated leaps and bounds of profits. And with the help of that, certain people are also facing certain problems with respect to the kind of products which are being delivered at their doorstep are not correct. So they are giving them the real-time feedback at that very moment that why they are not accepting this particular product. So that is what is called as the rise of real-time marketing analytics has risen with the help of by the coming of the COVID. So organizations run low latency customer data platforms to let marketers know about the current positions and success of their marketing campaigns and strategies. So real-time marketing analytics helps the marketers to detect the threats and the problems which are being faced by the organizations and also do the SWOT analysis, which says what are the strengths of their businesses, what is the weakness of their business, what are the opportunity of the business, and what is the threat of the business. So all this analysis can be done with the help of the marketing analytics. Then comes data security, because all the marketing analytics is actually based on the data of the customers, their taste and preferences. So sometimes a customer feels that whatever information we are giving to the websites, whether that data is being secured or not. So that is why there is a huge emphasis on the data security and the regulatory compliance. So which says insulating market data against cyber crimes and cyber breaches is an important issue which needs to be addressed. So 2021 has witnessed a heightened increase in the data breach cases, which has led to the emphasis on the data security. Moving ahead comes your customer privacy and data handling. That is how the consumer and the customer privacy data is being handled by the marketers, how they are going to materialize that data, and how that particular data can be used for deploying the software by which users can opt out as well and can unsubscribe from that particular website. Next is accelerating the adoption for predictive analytics. So predictive analytics is helping us to anticipate for the future outcomes, which is based on the historical data of the organization. So predictive analysis is executed using a software powered by machine learning algorithms, which encompasses a look-alike modeling structure, identifies the prospects that are likely to turn into a high-value customers. Enhanced investment in the first-party data. So, first-party data can be garnered with the help of the various websites or the social media, through which Google also announced the exodus of third-party cookies out of Chrome, and this first-party data is being used by the organizations to attract the customers. The emergence of contextual customer experience, which says in practice of the contextual customer experience, marketers are able to employ to the target messaging based on the inferred attitude of their customers and where day in their customer journey, which clearly says that if a particular person is looking out for a new mobile phone, so the kind of messages which is being floated to that person would be called as your contextual customer experience. So accordingly, the search would be made and you will be getting that this particular set of mobile phone would be suited for the customer so that he can purchase it. So that is what is called as your contextual customer experience is all about.